And we're live. Hello all. Hello world. It's been a second. I've been busy with school, and I'm still busy with school. I'm also just like busy with life, because it turns out everyone really wants to do things around graduation time. This is day 217 of studying compilers every day until I land a compiler role. Is my room messy? This is like passable, I think. Where was I going with this? Oh, right. Last time what did we finish? We finished like simplify slash reassociate, I think. So that was very good progress. This time we're gonna do we're probably gonna start copy propagation, or we're just gonna like split up this pass. I think for maintainability it might make more sense to like try to rearrange things. But I'll probably save that for another time. I think copy propagation probably fits into this little pile, so yeah, I think we're gonna do that. So let's get rid of that. Let's rearrange that and call it a day. So yeah, let's let's go write some code. Yeah, okay. So get status. I'm on the wrong branch. Get log. Oh man. Uh-oh. That's really not good. Okay, let's figure that out real quick. Git move commits to a new branch. Let's see. I've definitely looked this up before. So, oh man. Okay. So let's just split screen this. I think that will help a little bit. Okay. Oh man. Uh-oh. Okay. So git branch. Let's make this inst combine, I guess. Or addendum. Git checkout. Main. Uh-oh. Get status, get switch. Uh-oh. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to... Uh-oh. I think we're in a little bit of trouble. Let's go back to, what was it again? It was dref. Log. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. Uh-oh. Wait, what the fuck? Oh. Git switch main? Wait. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's really not good. Git log. Okay, so everything's here. Uh-oh. Wait, what the fuck? You know what? This is fine. Let's see. Uh-oh. We're in git hell. Let's see. Git change branch. Upstream branch? I don't know what the term is for it. What's up, Senkai? I'm trying to figure out Git right now, because I messed something up. I really messed something up here. Branch that... Base, I think? Is that the term? Ugh. Okay, so what the fuck? Rebase onto lost history commit. I pushed commits onto the wrong branch. So let me just draw this out. Let's pull up paint.net. Oh man. Okay. So we have main here. Main. Somewhere down the line we have another branch called, let's make it blue. Another branch called dref. Let's make it like this duration for now. So right now I have commits additionally on dref. And this is like new commits. So what I want to do is I want to make a branch that goes from here. And this is like new branch. So that's what I want to do. I want it to come from main. But right now what I've done is I've accidentally pinned it to dref. So yeah, I need to figure out how to scribble this little bit out pretty much. Or I guess add that bit. So supposedly this get rebase onto thing should work. Okay. Onto main. So then dref and then inst combine addendum. Git log? Did that work? Uh-oh. Okay, so I just lost my commits. I think. That's not good. I just downloaded Overwatch. That's not good. Okay. Let's check GitHub. I think I can still fetch, right? Git. Dref? Okay, it's still here. Did I do it in the wrong order? I want to like learn how to do this with a command line. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's go back to the other guide. We'll do this. We'll just make a branch from main and we'll call it a day. So git switch main git branch or can we just like -d? Do I need to big D that? No, okay. Okay. Git switch. Combine addendum. Okay, so that's set up correctly now. Let's go to dref. Log. Yeah, so this is about where we're at. Jesus Christ. This is such a mess. Holy shit. Rebase changes your hashes. Interesting. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Okay, so let's switch to inst combine addendum. Let's do git merge. Dref. Wait, so now, wait, so this is just on here now, right? Yeah, okay, that looks correct. So now if we go back to this branch, how many do you need to go back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? Had tilde 9? So now if we switch back. Okay, that looks correct now. So let's get push. Let's do that. Hooray. And then now if we go back to dref. Okay, cool. We fixed our problems. So now if we go into here. Oh yeah, we have, right. That branch does not need to exist anymore. Can we just delete that branch? How do we do this? PRs. Actually, can we just delete through like here? Is this a thing? What the fuck? No, we're deleting this. Okay, we've made a mess, but like it's fine. It's all good. Anyways. Okay, so now this is all on the correct branch. Okay, so now we can actually like get back to doing the thing we were gonna do, which is not get today somehow. Okay, so let's go to inst combine. So this here. This should have our new stuff. Try simplify, perfect. Okay, I want to change the way we organize all of this, but I guess it makes sense to like have it in one big pass. Let's see. Am I in the correct branch? Yes, okay. So what we were going to work on was copy propagation. So I need to pull up the big book again. Or I don't need to, but it probably helps. Why is this in Acrobat? God damn it. Let's not use Acrobat. Let's just use Firefox. Much better. What's up, Shrimp? Good to see you. Where am I? Let's go here. Early optimizations. Is that all we care about for now? Yes. Copy propagation. Perfect. And we'll do value numbering later. But this is our focus for now. So, what's up, Izrith? Good to see you. Okay. So given an assignment, replaces ladder uses with Y. I guess if it's SSA, do we need to do this? Or is it already implicit in some capacity? I guess it's not. We can definitely... wait. What's an example where like copy propagation is distinct from like inst combine? Or what am I saying? Is distinct from like constant folding. Oh, I see. Okay, wait. Let me write a test for this real quick. I've thought of what it is. It's just if it's not a constant, I guess. I missed the last couple weeks of stream. What have you accomplished? I low-key like skipped for like half of last week because I had like work and stuff to do. But for the most part, it was focused on like completing the big like slop rewrite of the front end, middle end, and back end. We got rid of like our a really, I guess, duplicative IR in the front end, and we rewrote the front end to like not need that additional step. And aside from that, we've like kind of cleaned up the code base a little bit. But yeah, that's It's mostly just been like maintenance work, not a lot of like fresh content. But specifically last week, before I took a small pause, we continued doing like inst combine stuff. So we have like infrastructure to simplify like arithmetic operations. So like specifically like identity operations. So like -0 or like shift by 0 or like divide by 1, that sort of stuff. There's also another one, times 0 times 1, like more identity stuff. There's more stuff I want to add to this, but that's all like in the future. And yeah, we'll figure it out when the time comes. What was I gonna do? I was gonna write the test. Okay. Inst combine. So we need to add another test. Int copy propagation. Yes, we want that. Int j equals I. And then we can do like int k equals I plus I. Return k. Or actually we could even just like we can just chain it like this, I feel like. Let's do one more layer of this. Yeah, so the idea is, I guess we can compile it right now. Let's just rebuild to make sure everything's fine. Okay, that fails the expected tests, I think. Let's just regenerate the tests. I think that will show the difference the most clearly. And I need to do like pre-commit tests anyways. So yeah, I think this is like the same thing to do, or like the correct sequencing. Yeah. We'll give this a second. I guess we don't really need to, but just in case, it's good to have all of this run. Okay, so all the inst combine tests are different. What's up, Infinite Coder? Good to see you. So if we diff star.mir, yeah, so let's look at the O1 test. I guess it already folds. That's really funny. Did it already do that then? Okay, that's strange. Okay, we might have to make more of a mess out of this then. Maybe we could just do this thing then? We'll just regenerate inst combine. Do that. I guess we already do this like copy propagation then. Huh. That's kind of funny. Just happened to be awake at 2 a.m. and someone recommended me to your channel. Ooh. Wait, hell yeah. That's twin right there. So do we already do copy propagation? Like, wait. Is it implicit with SSA? SSA compiler. We'll just use the Wikipedia page. I think this is a fine reference. I guess maybe it is implicit then, huh? When does this happen? Well, this is interesting. Yeah, I don't understand this. Is it implicit? Is there an instance where, I guess like we already construct it in a way that it... Yeah, our memtoreg might already do that. Is there... How can we construct it so that it doesn't do that? Can we just do this? No, okay. Yeah, I guess we do just construct it with... That's really annoying. How can we construct around this such that it doesn't do that? Yeah, this is a really rough test to write. You have this infrastructure, I guess. I might just like claw a test out, I can't lie. I can't think of anything. Okay. Write a test in test C program for copy propagation. Do you have any compiler role offer? Not for full-time because I haven't been looking for full-time up to this point. I will be starting soon, but this upcoming summer I have an internship at a local trading firm. It's not necessarily like compiler aligned, but I think it's about as close as I can get, I think, for the time being. It's a little bit boring to call the series there, so I have decided to continue streaming until I get a full-time job, but yeah. Okay, this is not helpful. Claude, please. Please give me a usable test. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, wait, actually this makes sense. This makes a lot of sense. Okay, can we do that? Alright, int A. We'll do like that. Int B equals A. Int C equals A plus. Yeah, we'll just yoink this. We'll use a different number. What project are you making right now? I'm making a compiler from C to x86-64. Pretty much completely from scratch. Okay, our compiler is too strong. This is not helpful. This is very not helpful. God damn it. Okay, well this is like really annoying, I guess. We kind of already do copy propagation in SSA construction. Let's look at this slide. What'd you do for the parser? I just use a parser generator and call it a day. I do not care a lot about parsing. I'm mostly trying to focus on the middle end, but I've unfortunately had to do a lot of back-end work and a lot of front-end work, just by nature of things. Yeah, this is not helpful. Yeah, lots of CMake. What resources did you use to get into building a compiler? I'm using two big books. One of them is this one, Advanced Compiler Design and Implementation, and the other big one is SSA-based compiler design. If you were to get started, I would suggest different resources, but I think these two are good. Generally speaking, good like reference sources. Oh, we can just steal this code. Yeah, we can literally just steal their example. Why don't I do that? Okay, so we have int a here, int a equals, or int b equals a, int c equals 4 times b, if c minus b. We can just like do something like this. I don't really, does this even parse? We'll just do 0 to be safe. I know this is like flipping the logic, but that's fine. Int d equals b plus 2. And we have int e equals a plus b, return e. Right? We'll just do that. Something like that. Are you a student doing this in your free time? Yes. I have school to worry about still, but this is all of that. Does your compiler generate good errors? Not really. That has not been something I've focused on a lot. In terms of like parsing errors, I think it's like, I guess they're just like silent fails, because I haven't like enabled the thing that actually checks or like prints out a parse error. So it just like silent fails whenever something doesn't parse, which is really funny. In terms of like errors elsewhere, in terms of like validity, I have not generated those yet. I think at some point I want to do like a type checker or like just a general like program validity checker. So I think hopefully the errors for that will be a lot better. But for now, I have not thought about errors whatsoever, unfortunately. Okay, so we have all of that. Let's generate the test. If this copies, then like unlucky, I guess. Zero. Wow. Okay, it actually just does do that. That's insane. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Well, okay, I guess we do copy propagation already, so we'll worry about that some other time. What year are you in? I'm almost done with my bachelor's, and I'm like in my last 2 quarters of my master's concurrently. Do you have any good resources on type checking / semantic analysis? Not really, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think I have great references for those. I'm mostly focused on like the optimizer. Okay. Let's see. We didn't implement copy propagation because mem2reg just did it for us already. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. Let's regenerate one more time just to be safe. Add copy propagation test, but it appears to already work. Okay, so this means we might have to start worrying about value numbering. That scares me a little bit. Yeah, there has to be a better example here somewhere. That's scary. Okay, well, whatever. That's fine. Okay. All right. Let's do value numbering. Let's start both like local and global value numbering, I guess. Do I even need to do like local if I just do global value numbering? All right. Take care, man. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, one of several methods for determining two computations are equivalent and eliminating one of them. Symbolic value. Sure. 3 other optimizations have similar effects. Yeah, sure. Okay. Incomparable. Sure, man. So, let's see. Examples here. Okay. Okay, we could paste this in, I think, actually. Right? We can kind of yoink that test. I don't know. Do I even need to implement like local value numbering at all? It feels a little redundant, at least. Congruence. Sure. Okay, so this is like SSA based. So this is like actually kind of interesting to implement. Actually, yeah, we just do not have copies, now that I think about it. Like, we literally cannot do copy propagation because we do not have a notion of a copy. Yeah, okay, let's implement GVN. I like this. So let's yoink a test from somewhere. This is in one basic block. What is happening here? Okay, so we should just do it the global way. Is this all one example? It doesn't look like it is. These look like multiple examples. So we should probably just yoink these tests and then just make a new file. So let's do that. Okay, just so I don't have to like continue doing this cringe alt tab stuff, we'll just split screen like that. Okay. So, I guess we could do the basic block example for now. Okay, so we can do like local value numbering. So then int a equals I plus 1. Yeah, we're gonna need to like do a like custom pass thing on this. What's wrong here? Oh, I see. So then, oh, we also give it J? Okay. Sure. So we can do that. So we can do that. we can do like what? C equals I plus 1. Yeah, this should all just like simplify out. I think we can probably just like, we can just name this test like that. So what happens if we give it like, let's yoink this. Let's change this to GVN. Let's just give it mem to reg. So let's do that. Alright, we made a new thing. So let's yoink this. Or, I guess these are new, so that doesn't really help us. We can't really diff it against anything. So let's look at this. Yeah. So if we look at this, we might have some duplicative code. So somewhere I think we have some duplicative code. I'm not sure where, but I think something can be simplified here. Even if we give it like inst combine, actually, I think it might struggle. Right. So we do that again. Yeah, like that doesn't change anything. I guess, do we need to give it 0? Or actually no, that's implicit. We could like simplify CFG, but I don't really care for that. Ideally what would happen here is, I guess we don't use 3 anywhere, huh? Yeah, now that I think about it. Okay, well, how do we rewrite this test then? I guess this might be fine. Right? What is a good way to handle this, I guess? Maybe we just like add everything up at the end and call it a day. that seems like a reasonable enough way to do this. So A plus B plus C or something like that. So then we can regenerate that. Yeah. Let's look at this again. So we go to this file. Yeah. So we're using 2, 3, and we're not using 4. Oh yeah, because we're using it here. So we're using 2, 3, and 6, which is a little bit repetitive. We could just be using 2 twice and then like 4. So that's what we want to optimize out of it. Let's add that. Initial GVN test. I guess let's add one more test to it. Just so we can like more incrementally. Yeah, let's do like int basic. And then we can just like do the first lines of this. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, so now if we regenerate the tests, I should just like update that to only regenerate for like one thing, huh? That's future work. I don't want to do that right now. Can we just commit amend? Yeah, okay. Cool. So if we go to the input, let's go to GVN. That's 0. That's 01. Okay, here we are. So what we want it to look like after we finish the pass is we want to be able to just get rid of this, and then this becomes using 1 again. Yeah. And then this, we will get rid of that. This will get computed. And here, instead of using, what was it, 3, it'll use 2. And then here, instead of using 7, we're just going to use 4. And then we're going to get rid of this. So that's like what it should look like when we optimize it out. And it also might enable like further optimization. We'll see what happens. But there's a chance that like 2 also just like gets folded upwards. But anyways. I guess it can't really get folded up. But yeah, this is like the type of change that we should see at the end of that. Okay. I don't want to implement this right now. I'm really tired. What the hell? We'll get started. What's the BM? It's going all right. I'm like low-key starting to burn out a little bit, but it's fine. Okay, we need a new pass for this. So I guess we could at least make the infrastructure for that, and then we'll figure out what to do from there. We want this to be function. So I think we could yoink it like this. Make a short day. That might happen, yeah. What's the name of the book? Advanced Compiler Design and Implementation. Yeah, this one. Okay. GVN. And this all finds its way up to the top. I think we could just name it like this, to be honest. Thoslam Dragon Book. I mean, you already know my opinion on parsing, so I think you know my opinion on that book. But I haven't like read through it, so I can't really like say a lot. I'm not sure if we can just like split this into a function level pass. It would be very nice if we could, but if we can't, then like that's unlucky, I guess. Yeah. I guess we could look through what we would need to implement here. Let's go to global value numbering. Okay, something about congruence. If the computations that define them have identical value or identical operators or constant values, and their operands are congruent, we can say that 2 variables are congruent. Yeah, so as long as A and B are congruent, C and D here are congruent in this example. Insufficiently precise, really. The value graph. Okay. We do this already, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, one of the resources that I want to create in the future is like an intro to SSA, like a 10 to 20 minute video. Yeah, if anyone needs like an explanation, like let me know. But until then, you will have to wait until that comes out. And well, I don't know when that's coming up, so I have not started planning that. Okay. Label directed graph whose nodes are Nodes are labeled with operators, function symbols, or constants. Okay, so it's like this, okay. Edges represent generating assignments. What the hell? Okay. Edges are labeled natural numbers. Okay, sure. So that's just like operand positioning. Oh, yeah. Loki, I'm gonna ask you to push that one back as well. I'm tired. Yeah, I don't trust myself to give a good explanation right about now. So yeah, I might just shut out. Jesus Christ. Okay, this got really complex really quickly. But I guess fair enough. Oh man. Okay. Maximal relation on the value graph such that two nodes are congruent if either they're on the same node, their labels are constants and their contents are equal, or they have the same operators and their operands are congruent. Okay. Sure. Yeah, so like I don't have the mental capacity to like read this right now, unfortunately. Yeah, okay. We're gonna read this next time, I think. But we can at least do like this setup. We might need to yoink constants, so I'm not sure if we can do this like function pullout. I don't think we need these though. If we do, then like we will, but I don't think we do, so we'll just leave it like that for now. Once we do, once we do need them, we can yoink them as necessary. This was a really bad file to copy, actually. Yeah, we'll just do this. We can... Yeah, we'll do that for now. Yeah, we'll start with that, I guess. Yeah, well, that works. Oh boy. And then we shouldn't need to override this, I think, for now. If we do, then like if we do, we do. But I don't think so. Yeah, we'll just start with like, we'll start with this amount of infrastructure and we should be fine. I think we can start with that. Like, Simplify CFG uses like this much for comparison. We don't even need mem to reg here. That's a little bit ridiculous. Or I guess that's the wrong one. We want GVN. It should be GVN run. Do I even need that? No. Okay. All right. Well, I guess that makes enough sense. Yeah, I think I will just like commit this and call it a day. Staged. Okay, so like, yeah, let's just restore that again. Or, not staged. Initial GVN scaffolding. Okay. Yeah, I'm really tired, so I think I will call the stream here. Apologies for like the generally like lackluster content as of recent. Yeah, again, as I said like at the beginning, it's like it turns out everyone really wants to do stuff around like graduation time. So I've been generally speaking kind of exhausted from that. And also like between that and like finishing up schoolwork. Yeah, it's just been a lot, and that has cut into like my energy for a stream. So yeah, hopefully it gets better. We'll see how it goes with the internship in like a couple weeks. Until then, I should still be streaming somewhat normally or regularly though. So yeah. Thank you all so much for showing up today. If you haven't already, like the stream and sub to the channel. While you're down there, check out the description. My Discord is there. Like there's some socials there, and my GitHub sponsors is there. Yeah, feel free to add me or like, yeah. Take care, y'all. Take it easy, and I will see you all tomorrow, most likely, hopefully.